Alright, what's happening, y'all, man? That was a tough loss. Lost so tough, I forgot to change the title on the at the bottom right. Just did it just now, man. Boy, that was a tough loss. But y'all already know, man. This is the post game live stream. I just finished editing, and it's getting uploaded to my computer. Once it's done uploading to my computer, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. I just finished my quick analysis, quick reactions, game review, and everything. Of course, I'm gonna have to go back after the all 22. He said this dude Rico smiling, ain't no way, bro. It was so bad, it was funny. And you know my personality by now. So yeah, once my post game comes out, you know, I gotta watch all 22 to do my official review. That official review may come out a little bit later. That may be like a Tuesday or a Wednesday thing. But yeah, man, I'm working on that right now. So I gotta, once this all 22 comes out, I'm on it. I'm like literally gonna be like, where was Chase Young all game? I'm about to watch all his snaps. I'm about to watch all Jamin Davis snaps. I'm about to watch just everything. How did Samuel Cosby actually do against Joey Bosa once we stopped hearing Joey Bosa's name as much later on? Charles Leno. I'm gonna like look at everything. Benjamin St. Juice, all of that type of stuff. Cause I mean, a lot of players like Benjamin St. Juice, you only notice them when a bad play happens, usually. But a lot of the times, maybe there was actually times where he had good coverage, but we didn't know because Justin Herbert threw elsewhere. So I don't know. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that's why we got to watch the all 22. So once I watch the all 22, I'll be able to come out with my official review and all of that. But for right now, this is the post-game live stream. This is your time to break everything down. This is your time to get all your frustrations out, voice your opinion, all of that. I'm not gonna talk much. I'm just here to be the host and everything. But like, I'm gonna be really strict about our 5 minutes. So that's why I don't want to talk much, because I have to like literally basically cut people off at 5 minutes. So make sure you keep track of your 5 minutes when you're up. We already have a few callers in here. I'm about to start getting them in. But again, I'm just here to host. I mean, I'll answer any questions you give to me and anything like that, but I don't want to take too much of your time because, again, I have to be really strict about the 5 minutes. And, yeah, you can call from anywhere. I'm in Atlanta, so I'm the other state person. You good. I'm all the way in Atlanta. So, yeah, it's technically conference call minutes or whatever if you got those. Most cell phone providers have them. Like Metro PCS, you got to go talk to them and make sure that you pay for it separately or something like that. But most places, you know, it's just if you have conference call minutes, you're good. Let me go ahead and start getting everybody on here. First up, we have a 202 number. Who is this? What's good, man? 202?
You already know what it is. That's how it's gonna be first in the queue. You already know what it is, Rico. That's how it's gonna be first in the queue. You already know.
Yeah, you were not playing. You were here before I even actually set everything up. How you doing, man? I gotta save you in. How did you want your name exactly saved?
I'm gonna start my own 5 minute time because
Hello?
you can put it down as Timothy. It don't really matter, bro.
Alright, I'll put Timothy. I'll just put Timothy. Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, you good? Are you behind? I think you can hear me, Timothy.
Yeah, it's a little bit of delay for some reason on my end.
Alright, bet. Are you listening? Oh, my fault. You know what? I got you. Is this better now? Am I up to date? Is it better?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can. Like it's like I hear you and then I hear an echo and it's like behind for you now.
Okay, mute. Probably mute the YouTube. Mute the YouTube until you're done talking, and then
Okay. I didn't know I had it open. Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
Bet.
That makes sense.
I bet. And I had this muted, so that was my fault at first. All right, I'm about to start your timer now. What you got, Timothy?
Oh my gosh, Rico, you already know, bro. So first off, you know, at the end of the season, I wanted HEINCKE coming into this season, bro. I was like, you know, he showed what he could do in that playoff game. I'm like, all right, you know, if we put everything we got behind him, you know, we got some weapons he can use, and then, you know, we picked up some people. You know, we drafted pretty good. I'm like, all right, you know, just put it all behind Taylor, and we got this. Oh, no, you know, he can't last 17 games. He's going to be injury prone. Fitzpatrick gives us the best chance, to go throughout the entire season. How did that work out? Bro? This trash O-line we got. That man got hurt on the first play. That got to be some kind of record, bro. That's got to be some kind of record for a quarterback going down in the game. It's got to be. What was that, like the second play of the game?
It was really early. I don't remember, but it was early.
Bro. That was earlier than Burrow going down last year. That man Burrow. Now, on top of that man Burrow went into overtime. That was crazy. I was watching a couple of games, like finish up and everything. Lions were trying to fight to stay in that joint. I thought they were going to come back, tie it, take it to overtime, but that's beside the point. I got to get to the points. Now, my biggest gripe is Ron Rivera, bro. He's back to early season form from last year, bro. Playing conservatively, bro. When we went for the field goal instead of that, 2-point conversion in that Giants game last year earlier on. Just not going for it on fourth downs, stuff like that. I'm glad we ain't do nothing stupid like that squib kick we did last year. Just, bro, I'm gonna need him to step it up, bro. We're not playing conservatively. When you're in base, bro, when you're down there in 4th and 7, we're I think the 40-yard line. Where they wound up getting the football, it wasn't that far off from where we would have got it. We tried to punt it. Then we got, what was it, false start or delay a game, whichever one the penalty was, which backed us up. And,
your boy Brandon Sheriff.
And then, we're making some of the same mistakes, bro. They're trying to be, run heavy. I get it. Gibson had some good runs. I get it. But, running play first down, it don't work, bro. It didn't work last year. It don't work. You got to throw the ball sometimes. They were throwing the ball, and, I'm not surprised, with HEINCKE, because it happened in the playoff game, too. He came in, he was a little rusty, overthrow, stuff like that. So, of course, he wasn't getting the first-team reps, so he's a little rusty. I'm optimistic going into our Thursday game against the Giants.
Same here.
He's going to have time to practice. He's going to have time with the first, team, getting first-team reps and everything. I just want him to make a solid connection with De'Ami Brown and Terry McLaurin. I want him to play as well as he started playing later in that game. But, we can't sell him on top of that. Because, at the end of the game, the announcer was like, Taylor HEINCKE unable to bring them back into the game. Bro, how you going to bring him in the game when you got Brandon Sheriff, getting flags? You got, Antonio Gibson, fumbling. You got your own coach taking you out, not letting you go on 4th and 6. Your defense out here giving up, tons of third downs. Oh, my gosh. It was second and 20. I'm like, ain't no way they about to pick up any yards on 2nd and 20. 17 yards they pick up. They converted on 3rd and 16. They converted on 3rd and 9. I'm just like, Jamin Davis, what's going on, bro? Benjamin Shaken Juice, what's going on, bro? Just take Kendall Fuller off the field. That's enough of that. Who we got behind him? Because he just needs to go, bro. It was embarrassing. This game, bro, it should have been a blowout. It really should have. We got lucky. We got lucky with some of them flags. Oh my God. Never mind. I said I was the maddest at Ron Rivera. I'm madder at the refs, bro. Because in the red zone. Bro, we were in the red, bro. We would have scored a touchdown down there, bro. The refs didn't hold us, bro. We really would have. Oh my. I'm so irritated right now. I hate this happens so much. I feel like on paper, we were a better team. And then just, the defense early on was just, atrocious. I'm like, what is this? What is this? This is not, the number 2 defense in the league, as people were saying, we're top 5 defense. Bro, we got to do better. I got, a couple of seconds left, bro, but I'm optimistic going into week 2. I hope they come out there and play like they want, play some football, and then not just complete garbage. And I'm going to let you have this last 5 seconds.
All right, man. I agree with a lot of the points. I definitely don't want people blaming Taylor HEINCKE for that loss like some of the commentators tried to shape it up to be. But yeah, man, again, this is y'all's show, so I don't want to talk too much. But, man, I appreciate you, Timothy. I got you saved. And, again, this is a new system, so some people who I had saved, you're not saved anymore. I just got to make sure I save you. And that's why I'm asking y'all how y'all want to be saved, because if you want me to shout out Mr. Get Dubs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want your name to be, that can be a name on here.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right. And again, man, I wish I didn't have to be so strict with the 5 minutes, but this year, I can already tell, right now, we already have after Timothy just left, we still have 5 more people in line that's calling in. So, like, first of all, I want to thank my boy Matthew for the donation. I am not a fan of Turner. His play calling is 20 years old. Like 20 years ago, an offensive line, defensive line, cornerback were awful. We got out coached. First of all, appreciate the donation. And I think it's a slow start for Scott Turner. I have faith in him, but that was a little ugly. Even though I feel like coaching was a big part of it. I'm more mad at Jack DeRio on defense than I am Scott Turner on offense. Scott Turner made some mistakes as well, but like that soft zone we were running, I feel like really killed us. All right, let me keep going in order. 757, who's this?
Yo, Rico, what's up? It's Calvin, man. How you doing, bro?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me change your name. What's good?
Maintain it, man. Look, I'm just say a couple points, man. You know, Del Rio said a statement earlier this week on Wednesday. He said, you know, fear no one but respect everyone, right? But you know what's funny about that? The game plan was that Cosme could block Bosa by himself. Not bro, that, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's ridiculous, especially early in the game, thinking this young boy could block Bosa. That's ridiculous. That set the tone for a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, it was Leno that gave up the hit on Fitz when he got hurt and stuff, but that's ridiculous. Second thing, you've been saying it for the longest time. Look, man, franchise quarterback. Now, I'm not saying HEINCKE can't do well for us this season, but I'm going to tell you something. We need a franchise quarterback. And guess what? Justin Herbert showed why. He really showed why.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This guy, he was 31 of 47 for 337 yards. This top two defense, top five. I'm telling y'all, Redskins fans, we need to stop talking, man. We need to. This defense is not no top two, top five defense. Dog, they were 14 for 19 on third down.
Unheard of.
Dog, y'all, that is 73.6% conversion on third down. This ain't got nothing to do with the offense. The defense was trash today. I mean, it was trash. Then, you know, we had 259 yards on offense. I'm telling y'all right now, if we had 259 yards the rest of the season, we ain't winning no games. We're gonna be like them daggone Detroit Lions. You can't have 259 yards in a game on offense and think you're gonna win anything. It's not gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you something. I talked to my boy at the beginning of the game. When I saw we had two active quarterbacks on today, I was like, I thought that was a mistake because we all know Fitzpatrick don't last the game. You know, Taylor has a history of getting hurt, and that's exactly what happened. Fitz got hurt early, and I'm like, well, god dang. You know, HEINCKE got to last the second, third, and fourth quarter. But if he got hurt, Allen's he's not even active to even play. That was dangerous. False start at home is ridiculous to me, man. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Dustin Hopkins, I'm gonna tell you, we need to start going for it or punting if we're in field position to have a 49-yard kick or more. We need to either go for it or just play field position and let Tress Wade do his thing because he cannot kick greater than 48 yards. He can't. Giving him chances to kick 50 and more, it's a waste of time. It is literally a waste of time. And see something, man. I know ain't nobody gonna agree with this, but our best unit right now on this team is special teams.
Oh, literally.
They are the best. They are the best unit on this team right now. It ain't offense. It's not defense. And I'm telling you right now, we literally need Curtis Samuels. We need him. Look, love Diami. He didn't do much today. I think he's going to get his opportunity, but we literally need Curtis Samuels because he's going to open up the offense so much than what we're doing right now. It's just ridiculous, man. That's all I got, bro.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I super agree. I wouldn't say our special team, like our offense and defense on paper look good, but today the special teams outplayed the other positions on the other sides of football by easily. It wasn't even close. I mean, DeAndre Carter is the best returner we've had in a while. I mean, I think he may eventually break one this season because he was consistently getting some type of yards, and you never had that worry, that weird feeling in your stomach when Steven Sims was returning punts that it might get muffed. Like when DeAndre Carter was back there, I was like, we're gonna get it and we're gonna get some yards. It's because of our return game, special teams wise. Tressway doesn't have to be the best punter of all time for us to start, have good field position throughout a game. Our return game can make up for some of it now. So I'm really happy that first of all, that's a thing and that you brought that up.
I agree, man. Look, you have a great one, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate that.
No problem. Later.
All right. My boy wasn't playing till he came in here, used up the exact minutes he had, and kept it pushing. Went under the minutes, actually. But yeah, let me go ahead. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Because I want to answer everybody's questions, and I'm not trying to make it like, I'm only answering people that donate in the chat. But I'm just trying to get these calls through before people have to leave or whatever they got to do, or this stream ends up streaming all the way to 10 p.m. or something. So I try to make sure if I notice any random comment in the chat, and if it's a donation, I gotta address it. I just feel like that's disrespectful not to address a donation. All right, next up we have 804. How you doing, 804? Who is this?
Hey, Rico, it's Merle. Long time no talk, man.
Oh, my boy Merle. All right, let me go ahead and save you in again. I don't have anybody saved on this computer. This is a new PC, man. I appreciate you pulling up. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Straight, man. I mean, as good as it could be after a loss like that. That's the best way I can word it.
I want everybody just to calm down. We got 16 more games to go. Let's just calm down. This is week 1. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we can blame the coaches for this, but I blame the players more. I saw linebackers missing their run fits left and right today while the defensive line was doing their job. Scott Turner didn't overthrow anybody. That was still a high Brian Fitzpatrick. He got him. He schemed him up to get him open. When Cherry was down the sideline with nobody, who overthrew him? Taylor HEINCKE. Fitz missed De'Ami Brown not once but twice on deep balls. It should have been at least to the goal line. So that's not on Scott Turner. I think Scott Turner kind of called a good game. His play call didn't lose us the game. And as far as leaving Sam Cosmi 1-on-1 with Joey Bosa, you gotta grow up. This is a man's game. You ain't gonna get help all the time. Trent Williams, when he came in the league, he didn't get any help his first year either, and he did okay. So Sam Cosmi, I'm not gonna give him no slack because he went up against Joey Bosa. You went up against Montez Sweat and Chase Young all summer long, so you don't get no excuses. By the way, John Bates, how many times did he miss his block on Joey Bosa when anytime somebody rolled out before a pass? My God, I thought the quarterback was going to get hurt, and that's what happened. Ryan Fitzpatrick's hurt.
Yep.
Now you don't know how the severity of the injury, because you pretty much I don't think he's playing Thursday night. Play Taylor HEINCKE, so you're going to have to roll with Taylor HEINCKE, who's also injury prone. So now you got to sign somebody maybe like a Jordan Taylor would come in and be the third quarterback just for emergency purposes. But hey, everybody laughed at me when I said, hey, go get Mitchell Trubisky. Everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me later on when I said, hey, go get Gardner Minshew. He cost you nothing but a 6th-round pick. It didn't make sense. Well, it didn't make sense to trade for Flowers when you had him already here, and now you're paying him for what he left for, $9 million. That didn't make sense. So, I mean, this was overall, this team hasn't been built right. The linebackers, John Boxton is okay, but he's horrible in coverage. We all know that. Holcomb, we knew he couldn't cover. He's not athletic enough. And Jamie Davis just doesn't know anything yet. He's a rookie. This team was poorly constructed, then you put up David Mayo. He's a great run stopper. That's it. And special teams guy. Our linebacker core is horrible, probably the worst in the NFL, if you ask me. Our secondary is great. They made plays, but you're putting our secondary positions where they don't need to be in. We play zone entirely too much.
I agree.
Man-to-man corner. We're playing man-to-man corners, and you're playing zone the whole game. Can you mix in a blitz every once in a while? That'd be nice. You're not going to be a quarterback of the caliber of Justin Herbert playing zone all day. He's going to pick that apart as he did today. So, Jack Del Rio, you need to change your scheme real quick come Thursday, because you're going to make Daniel Jones look like an all-pro. with that defense you called today.
Like we've been doing for 2 years.
Yeah, my God, it was horrible. Antonio Gibson, you need to toughen up, kid. You're going to have to hit between the tackles. Otherwise, start there with Jerry Patterson more play. I like Jerry Patterson anyway because he's a natural running back. And he can hit between the tackles and between the guards. Antonio started to dance too much. It's like he don't want to take a hit. You got either take the hit or sit on the bench. You get tired of him. But, you know, everybody wants to blame Scott Turner. You know, this wasn't Scott Turner's fault. This was clearly the players today. He didn't fumble the ball, he didn't throw any picks, and he didn't miss any assignment.
Yeah.
If you want to blame the coach, you can blame Jack Del Rio.
That soft zone.
Right. But this one's not on Scott Turner. Not at all. I like what he called.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hit the shots when they're there. Plain and simple. And by the way, the Chargers are not a bad team. Did you see the remake of the offensive line? They drafted the only guy that could handle Chase Young in college, and Slater. And then they got Lindsley, Ulaga. That's a great offensive line right there. So
that's a great point.
For people that complain that our defensive line didn't get to them, well, they were facing a pretty good offensive line. That's why, hey, Jack, can you mix in a little fire zone? That would help some dogs. That would help your defensive line a little bit. You can't rely on your pass rush all the time. Now, Thursday, the Giants' offensive line is trash. Our defensive line should win that game by itself.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the expectations for that Giants game. But I'm sorry, Merle. We had the 5 minutes. I tried to let you go a little bit early, a little bit later. But it's like six people waiting behind you.
Man, do your thing, man. I'm just glad to talk.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. A lot of great points there too, man. You said a lot that I didn't make it, so I don't have to say it. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, man.
Dogs.
All right, man. Catch you next week. Oh yeah, definitely go Dogs. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Next week, man.
All right, man. All right, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, we still got a nice little line going for the chat. Let me make sure everything is good. Let me look at the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything big. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move to the next caller. Next caller, we have 985. Who is this? 985. What's good?
Oh, this is Christian Miller, 22.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got the deeper voice than we expect. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and add you in here. That's why I'm not starting anybody's timer off rip, because I gotta ask everybody who you are and stuff. You're not saved in the system. Oh yeah, Christian Miller with the deeper voice than we expected. What you got, man? What you want to say?
Man, I just want to start off with Taylor HEINCKE, bro. I've been trying to tell y'all since the Panthers game in that fourth quarter that he's like that, bro. Ain't no one game wondering over here, bro. I don't know. I still seen some sign cam comments, but I don't understand all that. But I think we should just rock with what we got and let somebody else go down, because Taylor HEINCKE is still kind of injury prone, so we still got to worry about that. But other than that, we shouldn't worry about Cam. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm kind of nervous, man. That's Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. I don't know, man. Kind of nervous about that. But I just want to say, like, a lot of people, y'all gotta calm down. I feel like a lot of people going too hard on St. Juice right now. People going too hard on the defense in general right now. I'm not a big fan of what Jack Del Rio called, but I mean, I don't know, man. I just didn't like how we came out in that soft zone type of stuff. We kind of let them get a lot of easy completions off the rip. Kind of got Justin Herbert warm. I don't like Jamin Davis, bro. I didn't see much of him today. Not like that.
I don't remember ever hearing his name called if it was. When was he on the field?
Yeah, I don't even remember him on the field much. I definitely didn't like that. I didn't like how at the end of the game we kind of put a couple of like backups in. I know I seen Nick Tyler on the field. We have John Boxick covering the middle of the field towards the end too. I see him in there. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Like whoever made it whoever made it to where Cameron Curl was guarding Keenan Allen, that shouldn't have been the move either. He's definitely not rangy enough to do that.
Your boy Del Rio.
I don't know, bro. I definitely didn't like what Del Rio was doing on that side, low key. St. Juice, they just picked on him. So I don't necessarily think the full defense did bad as a whole. Like, we had some bright spots, like William Jackson was pretty bright. But I feel like they just really just made it clear that they was gonna pick on St. Juice, and so they just picked out a matchup and just exploited it. Whoever was on St. Juice was catching balls, but no, balls, bro. But yeah, and on offense, man, like I said, bro, Taylor HEINCKE, he came out like when the first drive that was terrible, but other than that, I think any other drive when he was in the game was pretty good or better. But a couple of the drives that we could have scored on while he was in the game got messed up by flags. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, before he got hurt, he missed a couple passes to Diami. I don't know, bro. I mean, a lot of people was really saying that they wasn't sure about HEINCKE because he'll get hurt. So it's kind of ironic how Ryan Fitzpatrick is the one that got hurt. Yeah.
It's a good point. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty ironic that he's the one that went down this time. So, and yeah, and like somebody said earlier, I don't know why Samuel Cosme. I know one person was like, Samuel, it's a man's game, so Samuel Cosme should be able to, do it by itself. But nah, bro, like Joey Bosa. Like, I know we love Chase Young and Montez Sweat, but Joey Bosa is way above them right now, and you just gotta keep it real. Like, Joey Bosa is way different from Chase Young in them right now. Like, Chase Young potential is probably better than his, but like right now, Joey Bosa is above him, and he shouldn't have been 1-on-1 with no Joey Bosa. So, yeah, I feel like we definitely gotta come out better next week because if we drop down 0-2 without Curtis Samuel, that's going to be pretty bad because I feel like the Bills one is going to be a guaranteed L. So if we drop the Giants game, that might be 0-3. That would be a bad way to start off.
Yeah, no, I talk about that briefly, like in my review video, and it should last 30 seconds. So I'm gonna be real quick, but like that Giants game probably is a must-win with how tough the rest of our schedule is.
Yeah, but yeah, let me just go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, like I just felt like this was one of our more winnable games on the schedule. So just dropping this one kind of had me worried, but we still have 16 more games left. We cannot drop the Giants game, or because I feel like we're gonna lose the Bills one guaranteed. So then that'd be 0-3, and then we don't want to start off like that without Curtis Samuel. Then get them back, we'll be under. But yeah, that's all I have to say, bro. And I just want to let everybody know Taylor HEINCKE is gonna keep proving y'all wrong.
Okay, all right, Christian Miller with the deeper voice than we expect. Appreciate the call in. Some great points, of course, man. Make sure you definitely call back next week. Hopefully, next time you call in, it'll be after a dub.
All right, hopefully.
All right, man. All right, we have 4 people left in line now. I'm almost sure the next one was Rich. All right, let's go. What's good, Rich? I think this is Rich. Rich, this you?
No, this is Jamon.
This is Jamon?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, nah, first of all, you sound just like, nah, that's Rich. I ought to say, ain't no you sound just like Rich. I thought Jamon was younger. Oh, all right, go ahead, Rich. What you got?
Okay, so I called in every week last year. It's not hard to remember. What was the thing that I talked about damn near every week? Damn near the player.
First of all, Morgan Moses to answer your question. Second of all, you recording or you just gonna take it off the thing? You recording?
No, I'm gonna take it off the vid.
All right, bet, good. All right, yeah, Morgan Moses. I know. Yeah, go ahead.
We didn't have Morgan Moses today, and it showed. It showed. Oh my God, it showed. You saw me in the draft party. I was not a fan of Samuel Cosme. You did all the RAS stuff. I'm like, that's cool. Same thing with Benjamin St. Juice and Diami Brown. Those were 3 guys in pivotal rounds that I wasn't fond over. That Kyle Smith in the last 3 years, I always liked his picks, and his picks always turned out after I liked them. And with that being said, I believe that I deserve a job in the front office. I think based on this, I deserve a job. I think they should pay me for my expertise because I think I could do a better job than what they did. And Rico, you see me play, Madden a lot. Lately I've been on 2K grind the past couple of days. But, before I've been on my Madden grind, I got an offensive playbook that I made myself. Got about 500 plays in there. I think Scott Turner could use that. And I got a defensive one with about 430 plays. I think Jack Real could use that. I think I could really help them out because I think I could do a better job. I'm joking for all those people that think that I'm being serious, but for the means, I think I could do a better job.
There's definitely some questionable moves being made. I'm not gonna lie.
No, drafting wise, I really think I could do it. I truly believe I could do it. Coaching wise, no, I can't. But in the front office, you want me to do a draft? I got you. I can do it because if I was up to draft, instead of taking De'Ami Brown, first thing we shouldn't have taken a wide receiver. But if we were to, I would have taken Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I stand by that. Cornerback Benjamin St. Juste. I don't know why we did that. That was weird. Scott Turner's play calling was so wacky. It was like wacky's the only word to say. Because you saw me in the chat. I was like 3rd and 1. Why are we in shotgun? I'm about to cry. Why are we in shotgun? 3rd and 1.
Hey, it worked. I didn't like it, but it worked.
It worked, which I guess is all that matters. But come on. Defense, obviously. I already told you I didn't like Benjamin St. Juste. I said that on May 1st. I said that May 1st. That I didn't really like Benjamin St. Juste, and that hasn't changed. What else? Who else stuck? Oh, bum ass Charles Leno. He was ass, simply put. And we're gonna move on. Fitz is trash. Told you that in the preseason. Told you that when we signed him. We're gonna move on. Gibby had a great game. Fumbled twice. Weird. We saw that last year in the Giants game. He was on the left sideline holding the ball in his right arm. I get it's probably more comfortable, but at least hold it with both arms. I don't care how much slower that makes you. You can't just hold it in the right. That's I don't know. He's got to work on that. J.D. McKissick, he's listed as a running back, so have him run the ball. Jared Patterson, we only have 3 running backs. Have him run the ball. Antonio Gibson is not Christian McCaffrey. Forgot to say that. I didn't know they had different names and different skin colors, different heights, different draft positions. I didn't know they didn't know all that, but I'll let them know. They're not the same person. Simply put. What else? Oh, unacceptable. Scott Turner, you were terrible today. Terry McLaurin didn't get the ball in the first half? Really? That's how you feel? How many times did he touch your daughter for you to not throw him the ball? How many times? Like that's ridiculous. That's unacceptable. He was D-Hop for like halftime, but then he turned into Dustin real quick again. Yeah, you already know how that goes. I already talked about that during the stream. Zone. What was up with that zone? That zone was so soft and spaced out. Like, why was the middle of the zone not covered? Move on. I'm moving on. Oh my God, there was so much. We played a good quarterback. And I mean, we did play terrible, but my fantasy teams also played terrible. So today's just not a good day for real. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I haven't checked mine yet because I'm scared too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm in 4 leagues. The only one I'm winning is the hate league, but my team is just overpowered because I got Kyler and Gibby. But I mean, Gibby didn't score a touchdown and he fumbled. So, but I do have Keenan Allen, so I guess.
The one guy that you don't want to be great is the one that's great. But all right, Rich, man, we down to the 5 minutes. I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate how you try to hit like a little bit of everything too. I appreciate that.
All right, no problem.
All right, my boy Rich, man. Yeah, definitely make sure you got this though. You got to record, or you say you're gonna take it later. All right, Rich. All right, let me bring on the next caller. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, yeah. What's good? 757. Who's this?
This is Mari from last year.
Oh, Mari, my boy. All right, bet. Got you saved in. What's good?
We watched the fans switch up week 1 as usual. They just can't help themselves, but it is a couple things. Number one, I don't know why, but why does every time I watch us play, it seems like we never game plan for good teams or teams in general. I just don't understand how we can let Keenan Allen take advantage of Benjamin St. Juste play after play after play after play, and it never changes.
it was pretty bad.
Mike Williams looked like Julio out there in his prime.
Bruh.
Listen, he's not a bad player. Mike Williams is just not that good, but I've been saying this since last year. We make average players look like top 10 players in the league.
People had their best games against us. It's so annoying.
We ran inside zone out of shotgun 58 times back to back to back. And Scott Turner just kept pushing triangle, hurrying up over and over on the same play. I mean, Gibby was bound to fumble. He touched the ball like 20 times in 2 drives. I'm not saying that that's an excuse to be able to fumble, but that's just something that can't happen. There's other players, 10 other players, not including the line. I don't even want to do the math, but it's too many players. Like I said, Logan didn't touch the ball in the first half. Terry didn't touch the ball in the first half. It was just run. 2 times to DeAndre, which was overthrown. Jack Del Rio, listen, I don't know if he's the best. I don't know if he's the worst defensive coordinator in the league or best. I just don't understand. We see soft coverage. We seen it a lot last year. Starting week 1, we seen it again. Taylor Heinicke, being Taylor Heinicke, like I said, he should be starting. I said this end of last year, but I can see why they don't want him to start. But, I mean, it's just going to be weird because if Ryan is healthy by Thursday, how do you bench Taylor Heinicke after energizing the team to score the points that we did score?
That's the point I made, too. How do you bench him after that momentum that he gave us?
Yeah, like I was saying last year, if we want to have any chance at winning this year and going forward, to beat good teams, you have to average at least 25 points. So let's say we do get the stop on that last possession. They're going to kick the field goal. They're going to have 24. That means we still have to score, get the 2. That's 24. And like I said, we get 1 more. That's the 25 points that we need to be decent to good teams like the Chargers. What else did I have? The 4th and 7 by Ron Rivera, I didn't like the call. A lot of people did. I see why he didn't go, but it was after how the defense was playing the entire game, I don't see how you don't hit that. Because, I mean, we did get a penalty on the punt, so it was only about I think it was a 13-yard difference from where we were than where we punted it to, so it was you should have just went for it at that point.
I agree.
Yeah. I didn't see McKissick a lot today. I did. It's when Gibby got tired for a couple plays. Jerry looked good the plays that he was in. I think he had a play. He had 8 yards, got called back due to holding. Penalties, another thing. Some against us, some with us. I know the D-line, no excuse for them. They were getting held a lot. They were on the plays that I've seen. Still no excuse to play that bad as a defense as a whole. Cam Curl looked good the plays that he was out there. He kept getting taken out a lot. I was questioning that, but he did look good when he was out there. Juice was just getting a beat on him. But he is a rookie. He is a rookie, which is why I don't get why. It's every time we did go man, he was always on Mike Williams or Keenan Allen, the 2 players that were torturing us the most. That's why I didn't understand why he was there when we did go man. It just didn't make sense. On that backside, when they ran I think they ran, what was it on the right side? When they were at the 2-yard line about to score? I don't know, but he was lined up against Mike Williams. Didn't get his head around, got scored on. It was just a lot. But like I said, it's only week 1. Y'all just calm down. we got a game. Well, we do need to win. Actually, no, that is a priority. We need to get back to practice. We need to win this game Thursday because if we don't, and we go into the Bills arena looking for a win or needing a win, and we lose that one, I ain't gonna lie about it. And I'm gonna just go ahead and start counting us out. Go ahead and start looking at the draft and looking at the college picks for that year. After that Bills game, it don't get no easier. So, if we 0-3 leaving the Bills arena, I ain't gonna lie, y'all might as well start watching some college tape. Let's go ahead and start sending it in to my man Rico for next year because we leave out to that Bills Stadium 0-3. It's over with. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate you calling in. That's a good point, man. We really cannot lose this game against the Giants, bro. Big time. But, man, Mari, appreciate you calling in, man. Definitely call in next week. Again, like I keep saying, I hope next time you call in, it's after a dub, bro, because we deserve it as fans.
Yeah, but thank you. But, yeah, like I was saying, we leave 0-3. Go ahead and start looking at some college tape. Nothing else we can do. But all right, Rico, thanks for having me.
All right, bro. I appreciate you calling in, big time.
All right.
And while Mari was talking, and I forgot it because somebody said it like in the middle of their 5 minutes, and by the time they got to the end, I forgot. Did I just forget it again? Ain't no way I forgot it again. Dang it, I forgot it again. All right, it's gonna come back. Somebody gonna say something about it again, and I'm gonna have a good point. And I'm gonna think on it. And y'all know me, man. I'm team franchise quarterback or no Super Bowl. Y'all know I'm captain of the We Need a Franchise Quarterback squad. Yeah, boy. If there's any stream. Oh, also Jerry Jeudy got carted off, just to let y'all know. All right, we have 3 people in line. I believe this person was next. 240. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Rico? This is Ivory.
Oh, I can't believe I have your number memorized on the other show, but I just didn't even recognize it on this one. All right, I got you. Say it was good, Ivory.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, man? All right, this is my problem. We got structural issues, and this leads me to concern for the season. When I say that, I mean coordinator problems. Scott Turner, I thought, was derelict of duty today with his game plan. First of all, he throws one deep pass to Dyami Brown against Asante Samuel Jr. Why that worked? Because they played against each other in college, and Dyami Brown beat him in college. I'm quite certain. If you can see the man beats him by 3 to 4 yards, why not go back to that matchup over and over again? What it does, it threatens the safeties, keeps Derwin James off the line of scrimmage, and it holds the safety so you can get McKissick and you can get Logan Thomas and Terry underneath. All they did was roll the safeties over they rolled covers to Terry, and they left Dyami Brown singled up with a guy 5'8". What about the quick slants? You got little Samuels Jr. guarding a bigger guy, 6'1". You know what I'm saying? Conversely, what did the Chargers coordinator do? He caught us in coverage every time when he had his big receiver on our small corner. He did that with Williams against Fuller, and then he used the bigger body Williams to post out St. Jude. That's just coordination. It's just offensive coordinator dereliction of duty by Scott Turner. He's inept. Another problem, he played Gibson too much. I don't believe Gibson has full game running back stamina because I think after a certain amount of carries, he gets loose with the ball. That's why he started fumbling. He gets careless with the ball. I think you got to cut his carries to 15, and then you give my man Patterson the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? And then I really don't think Gibson is any good as a pass catcher. I know he did it in college. I just don't want to throw him the ball anymore. I've seen what he does. He looks like he tries to run before he catches it. He doesn't, I don't think, like to be in space like that with the contact. So I just don't even want to fool with him in that situation. You know, so basically I didn't feel like Scott Turner used the matchups as well as the Chargers offense coordinator used the matchups against our defense. We just did not find the right matchup. All Scott Turner, and it's just going on the second year as coordinator, only thing I think he does well is scheme up runs. He does a lot of motion. He gets the receiver to one side, and he does those quick little inside runs that Gibson does well. So Gibson's able to cut it back, find lanes, and get through the hole pretty explosively. So that's, to me, is the only thing he does as far as the offense coordination that looks good. All of his passing game schemes, it doesn't impress me at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not I think that's a problem. Flip it to the defensive coordinator. Del Rio, I just think he's a bad coordinator. I just think he's terrible. What he doesn't do is make any adjustments. Why not? Why doesn't he sometimes? I think Chase Young, his problem is Chase Young is not as explosive as we want him to be rushing from the outside with his outside rush. But Chase Young is pretty good coming inside the defensive ends. He came inside of Slater a couple times, almost got the quarterback. So what I would do sometimes is move Chase Young along the line. Line him up over a guard sometimes. Bring in James Smith-Williams, line Chase inside, and see if he can be the guard for quick pressure. You know what I'm saying? Why does it always have to be the same? All he did today was flip sides. He put Chase over Beluga a few times and did that whole thing. That's not really an adjustment. And another thing frustrated me with Del Rio. Why the hell he played the safety so far back?
Bruh.
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, they not beating nobody for deep passes. So why are you so concerned that your corners are going to get beat deep? William Jackson basically, to me, played a great game. He has his side, or whoever he's guarding. He seemed to lock the person down, and they stopped fooling with him. But I think St. Jude's could run. He could run with those corners. So why not bring the safeties up a little bit more and cut off a little of those 10, 12-yard quick passes? Cut those quick throws away down from Herbert. I felt like Herbert probably only made 2-3 bad throws the whole game. Why? Because he trusted his eyes and he saw that the coverage, he could read the coverage really easy because the safeties was back. If you bring them safeties into up a little bit, and now he doesn't see the short throw, he has to make a second read, and maybe he actually can get a sack, and he's not throwing it within 2 or 3 seconds. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like, all right, let's skip over to Taylor Heinicke. It's clear to me Taylor Heinicke's a good quarterback, and I listened to something Santana Moss said after the game. He said he needs to see Taylor Heinicke throw it from the pocket a lot better before he anoints him as a really good quarterback. And I tend to agree with that. I think Taylor Heinicke, to me, reminds me of a less strong-armed Tony Romo. Very similar. Can run, can get out when he can see the field, can throw it, but has some limitations when he's just right in the pocket. And like you were saying and the other callers, I think you need a big arm quarterback to threaten all areas of the field in order to dictate to the defense. Herbert might have the best arm I've seen in 20 years. That kid has a gun with touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I feel like Heinicke, if he starts, I just don't feel like our offense will be any more productive. He didn't stink it up today. He played okay. But I just think that's all you're going to ever get out of him. He's going to play okay.
There's a limit.
He's not going to threaten the defense with Terry McLaurin. We're killing Terry McLaurin's prime of his career because we've not given him a quarterback who can put the ball on him yet. You know what I'm saying? Fitzpatrick, like, real quick, before he went out, he ain't the answer either. He's gotten really old. He moves around that pocket really slow. Even his drop back is slow. There were times where he dropped back and the defensive end was to his level before he even got set. I was like, what in the hell? He's really moving that slow. I was just like, by the time his back foot hit, the defensive end was on his level. I was like, wait a minute, is he moving that slow? You know what I'm saying? And so him getting hit was almost inevitable. You know what I'm saying? And on the pass he threw to De'Ami Brown, he didn't even have the arm to get it there because he was open. It would have been a touchdown.
Like 4 or 5 yards short.
Yeah, so I feel like, all right, moving forward, I just feel like we're structurally, I don't know that Scott Turner is the answer. I'm not certain he can scheme it up well enough in order to get us to the point where we can score some points. Our offense is anemic. It was last year. It is this year with even better players. I think people nitpicking Cosme. Cosme faced a tough opponent today. We didn't do a real good job of scheming it up, helping them out, you know what I'm saying, as much as we could have with chips and things like that. But, hey, that's going to happen. I think he was okay considering, and he, you know, you're going to get beat. Like Joey Bosa is good when he makes that secondary move on you. He jukes inside, jukes outside, comes inside. You're going to get beat with that stuff. I thought he was okay. You know, I thought St. Jude's, his only problem is he's not real physical. And that's the problem I really had with him coming into the draft. Could he tackle well enough? And could he really hold up if he got, you know, into a physical hand fighting situation with the receivers? My problem with him is he didn't break on anything today. He was just running with guys. He didn't get beat bad. He was always there.
Exactly.
He just got to transition from seeing it and breaking on the ball as opposed to just being there. You know what I'm saying? And young corners, until they get comfortable, that's how they tend to play. Conversely, you saw William Jackson. He was battling, and as soon as he recognized that one play, he jumped it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not as down on St. Jude's because he was there. If he wasn't in the screen or was getting cooked like that, I would have been more concerned. But I thought the way we play coverage with our safety so far back, every time I looked up, McCain was back too far back. Collins was standing behind the plate. Curl. I was like, why aren't these guys rolling up tighter in coverage? And like somebody said, our linebacking core is trash. Holcomb, Bostic, or Davis are not NFL starters. Davis is soft. That's his problem. Nobody wants to say it, but that was the criticism. Even Minuski, I heard on the call during the draft process discussing, because he's an assistant coach down in Kentucky. He said, hey, he was a little surprised at how well he's thought of. And I was like, oh, whoa, why would the coach say that about his player? You know what I'm saying? The coach thought he was a third rounder, and he ends up in the first round. So I was like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Davis right now, he's young. I actually feel like he's going to get better, and by midseason he may be okay. But right now he's just not really physical. You know what I'm saying? He has to hit the hole. Bostic played better than him, but Bostic's no good. You know that. So yeah, I don't know where my time is, but yeah, man.
Oh yeah, you were over, but you be on the radio show on Thursday so much, and I mean the chat loves you. The chat has given you the biggest praise more than anybody else that called in. Not like they hated anybody else, but there was so many people saying like this caller at one point and stuff like that. So I just had to let the momentum go because you were saying a bunch of facts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I appreciate you, man, on the call, man. But yeah, man, I feel structurally we have a problem. Can we beat the Giants? Maybe. It just depends on if our D-line can actually get home. You know what I'm saying?
They better against that O-line.
And Chase Young and Sweat, I don't want to hear crap from them. Just make some plays, man. I'm tired of Chase Young has had several articles about his business ventures, man. He needs to become a dominant player on the field. So, all right, I'll take it off there. Talk to you. Thanks.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in, Ivory. Again, the people loved you, so I just had to let that keep going.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And, I remember what my point was now. That it seemed like kind of similar to last year. We're just going to let the young guys play. We just put Benjamin St. Juste, threw him out there to the Wolves. Samuel Cosme out there to the Wolves. We was just like, hey, man, even though they don't necessarily look good enough to handle this responsibility yet, we're just going to throw them out there. I think Jamin Davis was the only player that we even kind of limited his role in a way. De'Ami Brown we threw out there. We didn't throw it to him as much as we should have, especially deep like Ivory said, but we were just letting guys go out there and do whatever. Like we was just like Samuel Cosme, Benjamin St. Juste, De'Ami Brown, go figure it out against tough competition. And then also, yeah, I super agree with the Taylor Heinicke thing. I say this in my game review video that I already edited and put out. That, like, I wouldn't say Taylor Heinicke's the reason we lost at all. He played well. He looked better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. But there's a clear difference between Taylor Heinicke and Justin Herbert. And I feel like our goal should be Justin Herbert. No more just accepting, oh, we got Taylor Heinicke. Now let's get these linebackers. Let's get this, and we should be straight. No, Taylor Heinicke's good, but, like, we need to shoot for Justin Herbert. There's just Justin Herberts around the league. Not specifically a Justin Herbert, but a lot of teams have franchise quarterbacks now. We need to go get ours. So that's my argument for that. Let me go ahead and bring on the next caller, because it's crazy too, because top to bottom, I still think we're the more talented team. I think the biggest difference was mistakes, schemes from the coaches, like play calling, all of that type of stuff, especially on Jack Del Rio's end. But Ivory brought up a lot of good points. I didn't even think about Scott Turner. But it's quarterback. Like, again, Taylor Heinicke wasn't bad at all. But like even Ivory said, he doesn't have the arm to make every throw. Even that Terry McLaurin throw, which was terrible, but Taylor Heinicke made the play. I don't know if he threw it too late or, I mean, a mix of that, and he just doesn't have enough zip on the ball, because somebody with a rocket arm like Justin Herbert could have thrown the ball late like Taylor Heinicke did, but it still would have gotten there sooner before the DB was able to get there and get his hands on it and somehow drop it. Terry McLaurin still caught it. So it's just like, bro, it's little things like that just matter, and it adds up to either a win or a loss. Let me bring on the next caller. Is that a 6? 206. Who is this?
It's Argo, but I'm using Agro. I'm using my mom's phone right now because my phone confiscated my phone. phone, so that's it.
Bet. I got you saved there, Argo. What you got for the show?
Well, I'm obviously upset with the loss, so of course, who isn't gonna be upset? I mean, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel like if we that fourth down probably would have won us that game if Ron went for it.
I thought we should have gone for it too, man. I was like, what do we have to lose? The defense is getting beat anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got it. We would have given ourselves at least a chance.
Yeah, at least give your offense a chance, man. Just keep it moving. We have momentum relatively, even though penalties kept setting us back a little bit. Taylor Heinicke was moving the ball, and I prefer the ball in Taylor Heinicke's hands than Justin Herbert's, no matter what's going on. Hello, Argo. I think you're breaking up. Hello.
Hold on. Oh, my signal's absolutely dog shit.
that sounded clearly. That came in clear as day.
Yeah. Hold on. So basically, if it came to my head, who are we throwing the Hail Mary to carry every day? I mean, who does? Okay, end up with a Hail Mary first week of the season for the win. Who doesn't? We're somehow getting third downs to 10 or like third down 15. Somehow.
Boy, third and 16.
Like third 15, you know, but yeah, if it came down and then we had to throw like a deep ball, of course, who are we going to throw it to? Terry. The double team still. Terry's Terry. He's going to find a way.
Found a way on that one throw, for sure.
I didn't get to watch the game because for where I live, I was in Alabama, so I mean, you get that. Yeah. I'm still the make, so yeah. It's like Foley got sucked down. Yeah, maybe next week we'll get it, but it sucks that Fitz Magic got hurt. I mean, Fitz Magic. He'll probably pull some magic. That's a lot of magic.
Yeah, it's a lot of hoping for us on our end as fans. There's a lot of hoping.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like we shouldn't have I feel like if our offense could have stayed on the field more and like if we had chewed more clock in the half, you know, we would have definitely gotten for the chance for to get a second for the break, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we lost the time of possession battle badly, so that would definitely have helped a lot. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, if we had but we were giving Antonio Gibson the ball. Like, how many carries did he have today? Like 20 something.
Yeah, he had 20 carries for 90 yards.
Hold on. Yeah, but that sucks. Let me look how many he actually did.
Yeah, he had 20 carries for 90 yards. Let me go look at the box score. Yeah, 20 carries for 90 yards. And there was one period of time where he was just getting the ball too consistently. It was just it was just back to back to back, and then he ended up fumbling. His longest run was 27 yards.
Okay. Yes. I mean, of course, the dub was, I always want to come out with that dub, you know. Who doesn't? The time of possession battle, we very easily could have won that if we had thrown in like Peyton Barber or any of some running backs, maybe.
Damn, we did lose the time of possession battle really bad. 36 minutes to 23. Well, 24.
Well, but still, I mean.
Terrible.
Yeah. We could have very easily thrown in a couple other running backs that we have on the roster. We should have thrown in them more Like I think like every carry on the team, like every running back carry on the team was like 25, I think, and 20 of those were Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, that is just we got out coached. We got out executed as well because again, I think we're the more talented team, and maybe if we were to meet and play again like week 10, we'd probably win. But like we got out coached and they just out executed us. They made less mistakes. We made more mistakes. It's just that simple. But appreciate it, Argo, man. Appreciate you calling in per usual. Again, I hope next time you call in next week, it'll be after a dub.
Oh no, hopefully after a dub, you beat after a dub.
Yeah, I need to speak it into existence. My fault. But again, thank you for calling in, Argo.
Yep, I'm here. Oh, see you.
Alright, man, see you. Alright, let me bring on. We have a 619 number next. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Rico? This is Johnny, the West Coast Washington football fan.
Yes, sir. Hold up, saving you in right now. I'm literally saving it as Johnny West Coast. I got you. What's good, man? What you got for the show?
Oh, man, I got all kinds of things. Let's see where, I always break off on tangents when after a loss like that, but we'll see how focused I can stay. But shouts out to HEINCKE getting some hype coming in because you know how that is. He's got a special place in Washington's heart. And, he came off. People got to remember when he came off the bench, it was 2nd and 10. It's not like it was 1st and 10 now. 2nd and 10. So
no
just to clear that up. You feel me? So, yeah, that drive crumbled up. But on his next drive, we all know what happened in that 2-minute drill. He let us down for the 3. And then coming off, the halftime, he let us down for the 7. So back-to-back scoring drives is what he gave us versus what FITZ gave us when he was out there. We all saw what he gave us. But to kind of rewind even further than today, let's bring it up. Of the first-team offense, how they ain't scored no touchdowns still.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess it's more than a problem in the preseason we was even thinking. So let's hope that, man, when Samuel finally comes back in a few weeks, that he really has some extra firepower for us because today was a little rusty. And I want to see them include Cam Sims a little more. All he had was that one shot, and look what he did. He pulled up. He pulled it down.
Good point.
So they need to work him in a lot more. He's slowly and surely been working up. We all saw his story. So now that he's at this point where he's coming off his best year last year, they need to feed him. He's a beast. So yeah, I mean a lot of the whole idea of the play clock and stuff like that too. The time of possession more so. Sorry, it came down to first downs because obviously when you get more first downs, then you get to chew more clock up. Well, there was at one point in the first half there before HEINCKE gave us a few firsts where it was like 14 first downs compared to 2 first downs. That's just uncalled for in terms of professional football. Like, come on, what are we doing out there? And, I was really expecting a lot from FITZ, but the way he was moving around out there kind of reminded me of like some Madden 2006 when you're slowly moving, and then you try to move the next way. It takes him a second, then he drifts over, He had a lot of... You know what I'm saying? You remember that? That's wild, man. But, yeah, it is what it is. Off to HEINCKE, and that presents an opportunity in regards to this injury. Who knows how serious it is? If it's a little serious, do we go ahead and snatch up Cam Newton right away? I know it wouldn't be so much of a hot topic going in with the stable we had, but now that Fitzpatrick kind of fits tragic, he went ahead and hit that injury, so it opens up a position. I'm open to bringing back Montez also, but I think the right idea, if you look at what Cam did in that last preseason game, he went 8 for 9, and a couple of those passes were some serious lasers. I was watching that game, But besides that, I don't want to talk about Cam too much. Let's bring it over to my man St. Juice. Let's give him a break in regards to what round selection he was. Yeah, he got thrown into the Wolves, But who is he going against? Come on, man. We talking guys like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. That's a tough go for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that, there was one specific play that I liked. It was an open field tackle on Jared Cook when that wasn't even his man. He went up and he just grabbed around his waist, wrapped up, and brought him down. I thought Cook was about to crunch him. I don't know if you remember that play, but it kind of stood out to me because that's just a rookie going up against a big old vet, and Cook was cooking today. He was straight up cooking. So, and not just that. Let's talk about St. Juice, who is facing not just the matchups, the initial matchups in front of him, but the QB throwing to these dudes. Herbert's coming off 4,000 yards as a rookie. And we've gone through a carousel of QBs for so long, I can't even tell you when our last QB threw over 4,000. It would have to be Kirk, Yeah. It would have maybe he got it in once. I can't remember. But yeah, and shouts out to Hopkins too, because he had such a rough preseason. Everybody was kind of putting him out there, and even that random signing that popped up, Pinero, it was like, damn, what's going to happen here? And then Hopkins comes out, 3 for 3, doing what he should do. But once that 50-plus field goal came in, he came up short. Yeah. And I ain't even mad at him on that because
that was Brandon Scherff's fault.
Is he really about to go 4 for 4 too?
Yeah,
that's it's like, damn, he's gonna come out just amazing, huh? So he's gonna miss one, plus his 50-plus. Like you said, the protection wasn't even there. So shouts out to Hopkins for coming out and scoring our first couple of points there because everybody wanted his throat. And also Antonio Gibson with the 2 fumbles. The first fumble didn't really count because he was on the sideline.
Yeah.
But that one already bugged me because the fashion that he did it. He was just. I remember doing something like that in high school football and coming back and getting grilled on the sideline. Like, keep that low and tight, instead of one arm and kind of trying to push with that same arm you're holding the ball with.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? So to see him doing that blew me away, coming off a whole off season where he's supposed to be our number one. He need to be going through all type of drills, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Rich even pointed out earlier, like, just switch the ball to the other hand. If you just feel like you really need to get those extra 2-3 yards, switch the ball to the other hand and then stiff arm with that hand or whatever. But just holding it in your right arm on the left sideline with defenders on your right, that just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Especially in the NFL, them boys are too strong. It's gonna happen every time.
And they're literally looking for those opportunities.
And poor AG didn't get that face mask call either, which could have, it would have given us the 1st and goal. Instead, we got to settle for the 3. So that really hurt us too. In the fashion of the game was decided by 4, even though they could have went for more at the end. We all know that. But they came in with a cool, it all was set from that first drive. That first drive was just nasty. We just kind of laid down and let them. Everything went forward. Even Austin Eckler, or however you say his name, that boy, it wasn't until the 4th and 5th dude was on him, he was looking a little nastier than he really is. It's like, damn, where's our second line of defense here? Where the hell is Jamin Davis, our 1st-round pick? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. I had hopes to hear his name. I didn't even hear his name called today.
Somebody said in the chat he had 2 solo tackles. I don't remember him, but yeah, I didn't hear his name either. But man, appreciate you, Johnny. Appreciate you for all the good points.
I appreciate you.
Hey man,
even outside of right now, man, you're tearing it up for us all the time. I'm tuned in all the way from over here, man. I appreciate you.
Wait, where on the West Coast?
Dago. San Diego.
Oh, you in San Diego? Oh, okay. Bet. I listen to some rappers out there.
Well, shit, I'm a rapper myself. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to bring something together for the team. But there's a bar out here called Winston's, and that's where the Redskin bar, the football team, that's where the football team bar is. And it's like, it's the closest thing we can get to FedEx. It'd be cracking up in there.
That's dope. We have one out here in Atlanta too. I definitely want to start doing some stuff revolving around that once I don't have to worry about this Delta variant as much and stuff like that. But yeah, man, appreciate you representing out in San Diego. Yes, sir.
Man, big time. Hey, much love, man. You keep doing it. I'm gonna be tuned in.
All right, man. Bet for sure.
All right, bro. Come.
All right, and we got who 252. Who is this?
Oh, it's Rick D from Havelock, North Carolina.
Okay, you said is who? Rick who?
Rick D.
Rick. Okay, bet. Got you saved there. You said North Carolina.
Yes, sir. Havelock, North Carolina.
All right, bet, man. What you got for the show? Got you saved in.
Oh, look, I was very disappointed the way our D-line got off the ball, especially the first half. They couldn't get a touch. And I was like, and that guy was just picking us apart. How do we stop it? That was ridiculous.
Yeah, just franchise quarterback, man. When guys that can make plays with their arms and their legs, bro, once they get comfortable and they become a better decision maker and accurate, man, it's just the sky's the limit for them.
And now, my next question is a pipe dream, but what do you think about making a trade for Drew Lock, getting another quarterback in here, and a good quarterback that has the same capabilities of Fitz magic or whatever, but he has the arm and he will throw it deep.
Honestly, I honestly, to be completely 100, I have not really looked at Drew Lock for the Bengals. I mean for the Broncos. I've heard bad things, but like even coming out of the SEC, I think he went to Missouri, I believe, or somewhere like that. I remember watching him in college. I was like, he's one of them boomer bust guys, has a athleticism, got the arm and everything. But I just haven't really paid much attention to him since he's gone to the NFL. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, what do we have now, though? It's boom or bust, right?
Yeah, boy.
I just know they have to get better. I mean, it was a bad game, but I know that they are DD. I mean, come on. We stopped these guys. We stopped them. Except for that first initial drive, we stopped them. God, I'm just so hopeful. Well, thank you. I'll let you go.
Oh, okay, bet, man. But that was the shortest call yet, man. You didn't want to use no more of your time. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, man. I watch you all the time, man. I think you get the greatest contact, way over any other Redskins. Oh, excuse me, WTF.
Y'all good.
I love watching. Man. You're the best out there. Thank you.
Man, I appreciate that big time, man. I got you saved in, Rick D from North Carolina. So whenever you call up, I don't have to say, what's good, this area code. I can say your name exactly. So, man, appreciate you calling in big time.
Thank you, bud.
All right. You too, man. Did I unmute my mic? I think I unmuted. Oh, no, not the music. All right, y'all. So, yeah, man, I got to go ahead. As soon as this all-22 film comes out for this game, I'm going to immediately get on it and super watch it because I need answers. There's so many things where I'm like, I really don't know if this person was as bad as I think or as good as I think. And y'all already know me, man. I've been team trade up for quarterbacks since the very beginning. I've been on that wave. Trey Lance was my guy. I love Justin Fields, like Zach Wilson a lot. Now I got Malik Willis, Carson Strong, and Matt Corral. Hopefully we end up getting one of them because, I like Taylor HEINCKE a lot. And I'm definitely, again, I'm not saying this was his fault that we lost this game. But there's just a difference between Taylor HEINCKE playing well and Justin Herbert taking over the game and winning it himself. Because honestly, if you really look at it again on paper, we're the better team. We're still the more talented team. And even if you think about it, really the only way we got outplayed severely was wide receiver. Their wide receiver were killing our corners, even though I more so feel like that was a Jack Del Rio thing. And Justin Herbert just balled out. He just made plays. He improvised. He found a way to extend plays and then throwing dots down the field on the run. And it's just really not much of a defense you can even draw up for that. Just guys like that, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, they're just going to make those plays regardless of whatever defense you throw at them. You can hope to dim it down a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're never going to shut it down. It's just too many things you got to worry about as a defense. It makes you play too neutral, too passive, and then that's how they end up getting you. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody calling in. Y'all already know, man. We got the game day live streams during the game every week. I'm gonna do my quick reaction to the game after the game, and then an hour and 30 minutes later after the game, we had the post game live stream like this one where y'all call in. I really appreciate y'all, man. It was a great show. I love hearing y'all thoughts. I love having a stream where y'all take over. I'm just the host. I'm just answering questions and going from person to person. And yeah, Leno, Charles Leno. It's so many people we can blame. But again, I gave all of my fresh thoughts in my review video. I wish I did it a little bit after this call because a lot of y'all had some great points that I didn't even think about that I wish I could have included in my points. But at the same time, I like the fact that it's just raw off the dome points for me. Nobody else's ideas in it. But again, I appreciate y'all. Who should we target at defensive coordinator? Hopefully, if we get rid of Jack Del Rio. Honestly, I don't know. And now we miss Morgan Moses. Allen was pointing fingers in the presser. Was he really? I haven't heard any pressers. I literally went from live streaming the game to working on my quick reaction video. It took me 20-something minutes to record. It took me an hour to edit and get out and upload. And then I started live streaming here. Malik Willis is the future. I love to see that. Somebody also, I pinned the tweet. Hell, B&G said having a top 5 defense under having a franchise quarterback. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in that boat for a minute. And I'm glad people, maybe some people that didn't feel that way earlier feel that way now. But yeah, I definitely believe in getting a franchise quarterback. Like I even say in my videos, like I've been saying for several videos, several live streams, the league is literally designed for the offense to beat the defense. It literally is. Yards equal points, points equal views equal money. The NFL makes more money when there's more points. There's literally all of these rules to protect the quarterback. You like that Joey Bosa unnecessary roughness where all he did was tackle Taylor Heinicke low. You know what I'm saying? Like and even Tom Brady addressed it a few days ago. Everybody was talking about it. Offenses can make mistakes and the defense gets punished for it. It's literally built to where having a franchise quarterback is definitely more important than having a top defense. That's just how it is. The rules are literally built that way. The game, the way the NFL is built now, not back in the 80s, but now, is literally designed for the offense to beat the defense. An offensive player can be just as good. I mean, the exact same amount of good or whatever talented as defensive player, the offensive player is always going to win. The defense literally has to outplay the offense just to break even. Like, that's just how it's built. So you need to have a great franchise, mobile, be able to make plays on the run quarterback. Again, Taylor Heinicke's good, but like Ivory said, he can't make all of the throws. You even saw that Taylor Heinicke play where it was just nothing he could, I don't know what that was a bad throw, but Terry McLaurin pulled it out. And then, of course, there's a lot of blame to go around. Scott Turner not targeting Terry McLaurin more, not taking advantage of a lot of the matchups that we had. Jack Del Rio, a lot of things to blame on, mainly the zone coverages. But, yeah, man, again, I talk about all of that in my video as well. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow with endless content. I'm coming with videos, constant live streams. So, man, y'all stay tuned for all of that. I appreciate y'all. Great streams. Appreciate everybody that donated and all of that, man. I really appreciate y'all. And I'll catch y'all later.